In our society, the importance of the metal work sector can be perceived practically everywhere, in great detail. Day by day, we make use of several products and equipment which, one way or another, have metal parts in their composition. The Lupatech Group has worked for almost 30 years in order to contribute to the development of society. Microinox Microfusion, founded in 1980, was the first company in the Lupatech Group. Specialized in the making and supplying of parts and components, sets and subsets, through the process of precision welding, microfusion, according to international levels of quality, the company is today the largest plant in South America when it comes to the monthly tonnage production of finished parts, 200 tons. Located in the city of Caxias do Sul, in the state of Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, it is the leader in its segment and specialist in parts in various steel beams with high levels of complexity and high qualitative requirements. Microinox products and services are particularly aimed at the automobile, valves, food, mechanic and agricultural industry, among others. They are developed so as to meet the needs of each and every client, while providing them with a thorough solution. The complex production process at Microinox presents several stages before it reaches the final product. The first one is the formation of wax molds, done through an injection process from a metallic mold. The wax molds are assembled in a wax stamp, known as tree or bunch. Next, the bunch of wax parts is dipped in refractory mud and in granulated material, producing a ceramic covering, an outer layer around the wax mold. The de-waxing of the bunch is done through heat and pressure, removing the wax inside the ceramic covering. The calcination of the ceramic mold is carried out in high temperature, making it resistant enough to bear the welded liquid metal. After being analyzed in a laboratory, the melted steel is either leaked to the air directly onto the calcinated mold or vacuumed by the technology of Hollow Systems Microinox. After the solidification of the metal, the ceramic material is broken through a vibrating process. Then, the finishing process begins. Removal of the parts from the bunch, pulp wash for cleaning off waste from the ceramic cover, the filing and the alignment. Through several processes of thermal treatment, it is possible to meet the technical specifications required by clients regarding hardness and structure of the parts. With state-of-the-art equipment, Microinox lies on an area of 5,000 square meters, exclusively dedicated to the refinery of its products, offering finished parts with the highest qualitative requirements to the most demanding markets. The company is also capable of developing systems for the settling of its machinery, guaranteeing dimensional capabilities, meeting the critical applicability of its products. In order to ensure that the client is always provided with prompt solution, Microinox has a partnership with high-technology companies for the supply of special superficial finishing, such as paint, zinc, polish, and electric polish. Quality warranty is ensured by a strong structure, from equipment that takes X-ray through fluoroscopy and verification of the locks, on to high-tech laboratories, such as the Metallurgic one, responsible for the analysis of the metallic beams that are used, and the chemical one, responsible for the approval of the raw material all the way to the analysis of the materials and conditions in the process. With quality certification conferred by ISO 9001 and ISO TS 16949, Microinox is known as a reliable company for the supply of items by having its quality approved by regulating authorities. With its headquarters in the city of Caxias do Sul, Rio Grande do Sul, Steelinject, established in 1993, is a company of the Lupatech Group of the Metallurgic segment. Pioneer in Latin America regarding the production of precision parts through metal injection molding technology. Within the area of powder metallurgy, this is one of the most advanced processes, while high technology enables the manufacturing of parts with a high added value and complexity, in addition to reducing the impact on the environment. The high-scale production of the parts, with high requirements and dimensional finishing, allows Steelinject to meet several segments, such as automobile, defense industry, medical, orthodontic, electroelectronics, among others, for both Brazilian and international markets. The metal injection molding process, MEM, was created in the United States to combine the shape complexity of plastic injection molding with steel mechanical properties. This process also enables the making of ceramic parts with the same benefits. The MEM process starts with the mixing of post-metallic and binders until a homogeneous mixture is formed. After the cooling of this feedstock, the material is granulated so as to begin the molding. Then comes the molding, where the part is given a complex form. The next step is the chemical debinding, where a batch of parts is dipped into a solvent which removes part of the binders. Right afterwards, the batch is taken to a furnace, which removes the rest of the binders, through the sintering process, which increases the density of the part up to 99%, depending on the raw material being used. Other processes of internal finishing can be added after the sintering of the part, such as surface treatment, heat treatment, assembling, machining, and others that are offered by outsourcing, such as zinc, polish, chemical nickel, and hard chromium. All of these have the objective of finishing the part according to customer requirements. The high quality of the products is certified by ISO 9001, 2000 version, and it also allows the procedures of ISO 14000. In addition, Steelinject has the support of the Research and Development Center Lupatech, CPDL, which sees to the development of process, material and product, and analysis, which meets the high level of demand of its production. Steelinject has had, since 1997, an agreement of cooperation with the Laboratory of Materials of the Federal University of Santa Catarina, highly regarded in Brazil, for the technological development of the use of plasma in order to obtain substantial gain in the debinding and sintering steps. As a result, not only the technology has been developed, but also equipment specially designed for its application. This way, the PADS, Plasma-Assisted Debinding and Sintering, process was created, which was properly patented in Brazil, the United States, and Europe. The PADS process works on the increase of reactivity of the ionized atmosphere to carry out the dissociation of the macromolecules of the polymers, and the wax used in the binders, breaking them down into smaller molecules, which are easily pumped out through the vacuum system, keeping the furnace free from salt. Both Microinox and Steelinject invest in the highest technology so as to reassure both their ecological awareness and their commitment to evolution, which reinforces the pioneering spirit
in the introduction of new technologies for the best solutions in engineering and projects, highly qualified to meet all markets. Thus, there are two key areas: CPDL, Research and Development Center, responsible for the development of products with high complexity, as well as development of new alternatives in the process. In the environmental sector, responsible for the accompaniment and treatment of waste, which aims to protect and respect the environment.